John had just turned 50, and he realized that he had spent his life focusing on work and not much else. He had a great career, but he had never taken the time to enjoy life or pursue any of his personal goals. Feeling a sense of regret, John decided to make a bucket list of everything he wanted to accomplish before he died. He wrote down things like skydiving, traveling to Europe, learning a new language, and starting his own business. At first, John felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of goals he had set for himself, but he reminded himself that he still had plenty of time to accomplish them. With newfound determination, he set out to tackle his list. First on his list was skydiving. John had always been afraid of heights, but he wanted to conquer his fear. He signed up for a tandem jump and was nervous as he climbed into the plane. As they ascended, John felt his fear mounting, but he reminded himself that he had set this goal for a reason. As he jumped out of the plane, John felt a rush of adrenaline and excitement like he had never felt before. He soared through the air, feeling free and alive. When he landed, he knew that he had accomplished something truly amazing. Over the next few years, John worked his way through his bucket list, ticking off one goal after another. He traveled to Europe and visited all of the major cities, soaking up the culture and cuisine. He started his own business, a small bakery that quickly became a local favorite, and he even learned a new language, which he used to connect with people on his travels. As John approached his 60th birthday, he looked back on all that he had accomplished and felt proud of himself. He had lived life to the fullest and had no regrets. Looking forward, he realized that he still had more goals he wanted to accomplish and added them to his ever-growing bucket list. One of the items on his new list was to write a book about his experiences. John had always loved writing, but he had never pursued it seriously. He set aside time every day to work on his book, and he found that he loved the process. He poured his heart and soul into the book, recounting his adventures and sharing the lessons he had learned along the way. When the book was finished, John sent it to a publisher, not really expecting anything to come of it. To his surprise, the publisher loved it and offered to publish it. John was thrilled and humbled, realizing that he had accomplished yet another item on his bucket list. As John looked back on his life, he realized that the most important thing he had learned was to pursue his passions and follow his dreams. He had spent so much of his life worrying about work and what others thought of him, but in the end, it was the things that he had done for himself that mattered the most. John continued to add items to his bucket list and worked tirelessly to accomplish them. He knew that life was short, and he wanted to make every moment count. He hoped that his example would inspire others to pursue their own dreams and live life to the fullest.